Hi guys! It's time to give you feedback on the 5 products that I bought from the Face Shop, which are all, by the way, eyebrow products. And these are the ink Graffi, the Color My Eyebrow, the Designing Eyebrow Pencil, the Brow Master, and I just used and still is in my makeup bag is this Style My Eyebrow. The perfect one for me would be the Designing Eyebrow Pencil. Yay! So the Designing Eyebrow Pencil comes with an angled pencil, so there's no need to sharpen, and a spoolie. On all of the 5 products that I bought, they're all in light brown or in light color. I've been using the Wet n Wild and I love this, but it's too dark. And you see I've already hit pan on the lighter shade, but this shade is still too dark for me. And I want my hair color and my eyebrows to match, or at least I don't want to look too scary or dark because I've been sporting the thick eyebrows and I love it. And the only way for me to not look really so strong is for me to lighten up the eyebrows. So this one, I love it because 1, you don't need to sharpen. 2, well, no. Number 1, because it's light brown. Number 2, you don't need to sharpen. No, let me go back. Number one, I love the formula. It stays on. It stays on even after gym time. It stays on. Number 2, it's light brown. I love to match my hair color with my eyebrows. Number 3, it can stand on its own. You can just use this, like right now, this is the only product I use on my eyebrows, nothing else. Use the spoolie also, that's it. I've already shaped my eyebrows with just one product. So the only problem I have with this is it can be a little bit too hard and not too pigmented. I'm thinking maybe it's not too pigmented because it's light brown. And I'm of a warm medium tone, and maybe it doesn't show up in my skin because I'm not supposed to be blonde. But you know, this is what I'm liking right now. I like this hair color and this eyebrow to match right now, and I'm just working on the sense that some Asians also use this kind of hair color and eyebrow color even if they're of a medium tone. So that's just what I'm trying to achieve, and this one so far does, but could have been a little bit more pigmented because sometimes I feel like it's too dry and it doesn't really come out easily. And to be honest, it's not a lot. Like, it could be maybe no more than an inch. If you push out everything, this is the only product you're getting. But for the price, I would say that it's reasonably priced. 225 pesos for this one. So you can actually not use a lot of it because you can use the spoolie to spread out the product. So this is the winner for me. Okay, second place would be this Style My Eyebrow. Second place because it's the most workable product for me. So I like the pigmentation of this product, and it's not a waxy feel, it's not a dry feel as well. It's just right. The formula of this product is just right. And the price is just 150 pesos. I mean, beat that. And it's a long pencil. The only problem, well, you need to sharpen. And this is the lightest color, and it's 03. So you can just tell the difference between the Designing Eyebrow Pencil, which is in 01, versus this one, which is in 03, and this is already the lightest. Their 01 for this one is black. and the 02 would be ash brown and still darker than this one. So if this comes in a lighter color, I would probably ditch this because this is the formula I want. Not too waxy, not too creamy, and not too hard, not too dry. So this is the perfect formula. Okay, third place for the products. Which one? Yeah, this would be the third place. This is the Brow Master Eyebrow Kit. And what does it have? It has two shades, two eyebrow shades. Both are not waxy at all. Both are powdery. And they show up really nicely. They are pigmented, and it comes with a small spoolie and a small angled brush, which would be very useful when you're traveling. It's really something that I would really recommend. However, this cannot stand alone with my eyebrows. I need to fill in some gaps. I have a lot of parts that need some coloring and filling, and I would need the wax coming from this Wet n Wild kit. If you still have space in your bag, you can bring this because the wax in here is like really good. It just stays on if you use this. But if you don't have space in your bag, that's the problem, that's the downside. And this one can't stand alone with me. It's just for my eyebrows. I need something where the powder would stick on and leave it there for, at least after the end of after my work, or not expecting too much. I'd be happy after gym time if it's still there, but at least after work it's still there. So this one, I like the color. It's just that there's no way for me to keep it there and to fill some of the gaps in my eyebrows. And then the fourth one, actually this is not something that I would say would be a fourth runner-up or as a third runner-up. This wouldn't be fourth place for me because this is actually complementary. What I do with this is I color my eyebrows after using this darker one. I love the formula of this one, as I've mentioned, but it's dark. So I use this to lighten it up, and you can see it's really light. Like, it's really a light, it's a blonde one. So it complements anything that would be dark for you. You can use this to lighten up the color of the hair after you have filled in using a darker eyebrow pencil. So I love the Tony Moly. This is actually one of my favorites. It has so many inside. I don't run out of product of this one. And this is just, I think, 300 pesos. This is the 01. This is their lightest. This is even lighter. 100 pesos pricier, but it depends on which color you want. This one works really fine, absolutely fine with me, especially when I was sporting the auburn hair. But this one, I love the color. I just love it. I love it. It complements some of my darker eyebrow pencils. So last, and it's definitely the least, is the ink Graffi. This, I should say, I love it. I love it, using it, applying it. It's felt tip, for heaven's sake. It's so precise. It's just so pointed. It's a wet formula. You can see it's very wet. It's really precise when you try to work on the tip, which is like really pointed. And it's also light brown. But the problem is it's just too wet. Look how it has spread along my skin, the pores and wherever imperfections in my skin. It's spread, it's really wet, and it's not waterproof. So after gym times, I used this together with the Brow Master. So I framed my eyebrows using this because it's really precise. And then there's nothing to spread because this is a wet formula. I used this one, and somehow they complemented each other because this is wet and this powder will stick into whatever's wet. So they were good. I was enjoying it. And then after gym time, that's when the disaster happened. All of the sweat that went down on my forehead and passed by my eyebrows. Also brought with it every color on my eyebrows. So imagine when I went out of class, after gym class, and faced the mirror, my eyebrows were like, they were in stripes, vertical stripes. So so much for testing out some products. Sometimes you get to these things and it's funny. It's a funny story. I don't mind being caught without makeup. I still go out without makeup. I show you my face without makeup. I don't mind because nobody's perfect. But it's just so funny losing all those eyebrows. Like when you enter the room, they're like, oh, pretty eyebrows. And then imagine leaving it with just strips. Face Shop, if you can come out with their waterproof formula. I'm not really expecting things to last after gym time, but when they do, it blows me away. It just gets my thumbs up, and I just love it. You know, I have oily skin, and in the Philippines, it's very humid, it's very hot. Like, you leave for lunch, you eat lunch for like an hour or 30 minutes. You eat at an air conditioning, you just step out of the building, and that just very small window, and all the oils just come out. So I would say that in a tropical country, you are really torture testing the makeup. It would be a nice avenue for some of the makeup companies to come out with really nice formula. I don't know, it's just, maybe it's a nice avenue for you to test your products in this part of the world, because it's really not easy to feature products that will last a long time. So that's my review on the Face Shop products for the eyebrow. So if you're looking for a light brown shade for the eyebrows, head on to Face Shop and look for this item, or this item, or this item. So it depends. If you're someone who doesn't have any gaps on your eyebrows, nothing to fill in, and you just want to like enhance it, you can look for this item. Oh, also, if you're not into, you don't have any gaps, I would say that this ink Graffi would work. If you don't have any gaps to cover or to fill in and you just want to enhance, this is nice. This is nice. Just don't go out under the sun too much, because if you get really sweaty or after gym time, you know the story. So that's it for the eyebrow products, and I hope you enjoy this. And somebody has told me to post more chatty videos and reviews and tips and tricks, and maybe this is one of them, and let me know what you want by putting a comment below. See you again!